Hi, I'm Rachel Keirn, and I teach clarinet and beginning saxophone at REW Music. So I grew up in a really small town, so when we were figuring out what instruments we wanted to play, we just heard the band teacher play all of them on the stage, and I immediately knew that I liked the sound of the clarinet the most. And then, the same small town, we went to see the local symphony, and hearing them play and hearing, the collaboration between the different instruments and all the different sounds is what really convinced me that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to perform and teach and just be immersed in the world of music. And I'm so excited that I've gotten to add saxophone to that because it opens up so many possibilities for students, so many possibilities in jazz. It just expands the scope of what I can do to help people sort of get into music and enjoy it the way that I have. Being involved in music and playing an instrument has given me a ton of opportunities over the years. It's the reason that I live here in Kansas City, which is an incredible place to be. When I was in high school, I got the chance to travel to Europe as part of American Music Abroad, and that was an incredible opportunity. And then even just chances to play and collaborate with really incredible musicians is always a lot of fun, and something that I still enjoy doing with groups like Pinnacle Winds and Westwood Ensemble. So there's a huge scope of things that I've been able to do because of what I've done as a musician. So that's something that's really important to me. So a breakthrough I remember having with a student was with a girl who really didn't want to come into lessons at all. She was not interested, didn't want to be there, wanted to be anywhere else. But after a while, as we got to know each other and we started working together more, I realized that she was putting so much pressure on herself to be correct the very first time and to only be correct. And we talked about how making mistakes and learning from them is a big part of the process, and that growth that comes along the way is much more important than playing it accurately 100% the first time, every time. So once we sort of bridged that gap in the way we were thinking about things, she was a lot happier in lessons and she was a lot more excited to come in, and she's made a ton of progress since then. So one of the challenges with the state audition music this year is the slow sections, the lento, the maestoso. It really challenges students to use their expressiveness instead of just playing really fast. So something I like to talk about in lessons is how to bring out the color of the music and the emotion of the music instead of just playing the ink on the page. So I think that that's a big thing with this year's music and kind of making it your own.